Hello, hello, hello. How is it going? Today... Oh? Game? Oh no. Of course I would try to start the... Oh, okay. Whew. Okay, it's fine. It's okay. Today we are playing a game called Gone Home, which might... It feels like it's going to be a spooky game, but I didn't actually look into it, so let's hope for the scariest. Oh, it's definitely scary. This is scary music. This is music that a scary thing
Hi, Mom.
does.
So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport so you don't have to pick me up. Like, really seriously, you don't have to. Okay, so love you. See you soon. Bye.
Oh no, can you hear the game through my headphones as well? Is it echoing? June 7th, 1995 at 1:15 a.m. 1:15 a.m. Nothing special back then. I didn't realize it was waiting on me to look around. Where? This is not the sort of door. I guess this is like a sunroom and not a porch. It's fine. Caitlin, Greenbrier, Portland, flight number 270, June 6, 1995. This is my stuff. It's a little loud. I think we can stand to turn it down a bit. Katie, I'm sorry I can't be there to see you, but it is impossible. Please, please don't go digging around trying to find out where I am. I don't want anyone to know. We'll see each other again someday. Don't be worried. I love you, Sam. Interesting. Oh. Press 1 or I to check the contents of your backpack, okay? Boarding pass, passport. We're coming in from Amsterdam. Okay, that makes me feel better. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Wellspring Movers Inc. From Terrence Greenbrier. Boxes. $2,750. Jesus Christ. Holy
Dear
moly.
Katie, so much has changed, even just since you've been away. We moved into this house. I'm at a new school. And my big sister being gone for a year doesn't make it any easier. It doesn't feel real. But I'm not gonna let it faze me. I used to tell you everything, and if I can't do it in person, because you're off gallivanting around who knows where, I'll tell it to this journal. Just like I was talking to you.
Okay. Oops. I've already forgotten how to put... There we go. Okay. Cool. Do I have an objective? Like, what's my objective right now? Ooh. Katie's departure. Oh, Jesus Christ. Amsterdam. That's not how the world works. Sam, Daniel from the old neighborhood called. He wants to come see the new house. Call him back. Mom, Daniel is a total weirdo. The only reason I ever hang out with him in the first place is he had a Nintendo when we were little. What about your stuff
Sam.
outside? I couldn't pick it up, I don't think.
Sam. Hello? Sam! Sam, where are you? Really? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I can't pick it up.
Hi, Mom. So I got my ticket home from Europe. I get back on June 6th, but it's a really late flight because that was the cheapest, so it gets in at midnight. But don't worry, I'll get a shuttle from the airport, so you don't have to pick me up.
Sam is her
Really
brother,
seriously,
it
you
looks
don't have
like, I think.
Okay, so love you.
Yeah,
See
Sam's
you
her
soon.
brother.
Bye.
That's the end of the messages. Okay. Oh god, it's dark in here. Okay. I guess I'm exploring the new house. It's one of the postcards I sent. Hi Mom, Dad, and Sam. I'm in Paris. I've done many Parisian things, including eating le petit déjeuner and wearing a beret. I'm going to have lots of film to develop when I get back. Sam, I'm bringing you back something from Shakespeare Book Company, since you're my favorite sister. Love you all, Katie. Including eating the petit déjeuner, which is just a little breakfast, I believe. Oscar Doc Mason. Oscar Mason, 60, of Boone County, died peacefully last month in his home. Mr. Mason was born on September 8, 1933, in the house that would be his home for the rest of his life. He attained his degree in pharmacy at a young age and returned to Boone County to practice. He quickly became a well-known figure, well-loved figure at the center of the community. In the decades preceding his passing, he was seldom seen outside his home. A service will be held this Sunday at the First Methodist Church at 1 p.m. All are welcome. His survivors, including his nephew Terrence Greenbrier, as well as, in spirit, the people of Boone County to whom he provided boldness and custom. I guess this is our great uncle. Jesus Christ! Welcome, new student. We hope that you are excited about your first day at Goodfellow High School as we are. Please be sure to bring the following with you on your first day of classes so that you can get right into the swing of things. One sturdy folder with pockets for each of your 6 class periods. One line notebook per period, and one large notebook with 6 divided sections. At least 6 pens, blue or black ink, and 6 pencils. A box of colored. A positive attitude. Remember to get plenty of sleep the night before. Blah, 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 blah.
Oh my god. You are so lucky you finished high school before we moved into this house. So, it's the first day of school, and there I am, introducing myself to the class. And I say that I just moved into the house on Arbor Hill. All of a sudden, every kid in the room turns and just stares like I suddenly transformed into a mutant. I just stood there, wishing pretty hard for a rewind button. Because now maybe nobody knows my name, but they all know who I am. The Psycho House girl.
Psycho House. I hate that.
Right.
And Wistaria County. Residents are strong.
Severe weather warning. The weather does seem severe. I'll give. Is that a Rubik's Cube? Nope. Pulp Fiction. That's nice. The Heaven at the Edge of the World. Oh, Samantha Greenbrier, grade 2. Story: The Turtle People Part 1. Captain Allegra looked off at the ocean. It went on forever, or so it seemed. Someday she would find the edge and get to the paradise there. Then she heard a canyon fire. Boom! Cannon. It was the black pirate ship. She yelled, "I thought we lost him at Horse Island." The first mate said, "Looks like you thought too soon." The black ship came up along the side. Captain Black himself came out on the deck of the black ship. He yelled to Captain Allegra, "You're never gonna find the edge. There ain't no paradise, and your father were a liar." Captain Allegra yelled back, "Then why do you keep following us, you imbecile?" The first mate yelled out, "We'll stop you, Captain Black. We'll find the edge of the world, and you'll see her father was no liar." The battle kept going until Captain Allegra's ship got away. "Now west," she said, and the ship sailed towards the sunset. That's cute. That was cute. I'm glad I read that. Oh God. The Andromeda Strain. Airplane! Okay. It's the book that Dad wrote. November 21st, 1963. John Russell knows that the president's life hangs in the balance. But who would believe him? Not just another James Bond. Terry, hey man, how you been? I know you're a published author and everything now, but my editor at Hi-Fi Aficionado has too much review work to go around, and he's looking for another freelancer. Naturally, I thought of you. You were saying in your cast letter how much of a pain it's been trying to find a publisher for your latest work of literature, and writing stereo reviews is dead simple. Sit at home with a glass of Scotty and listen to some records and write up how it sounds. And then get paid. I've included some issues of the mag to use as examples. If you're interested, send some samples to my editor and tell them your old college chum Mike sent you. Here's the address. I like it. Picasso. I did the meme, guys. Hey, are you the wow, God. Hey, are you the new girl, Sam? Okay, I guess Sam is my sister. I'm Tommy. I'm at the back behind you. Wave if you get this and write back. Hi, Tommy. Yes, I'm Samantha, and yes, I'm new. What's up? I just thought since you're new, maybe you could use a friend. I don't have a lot of friends either, and so I thought I'd ask somebody if you don't mind. Do you mind? Yes, no. No, I don't mind. What do you want to ask? Was it your uncle who went psycho, or does it run in the family? Oh God, feels bad. A bunch of coupons. Cool. Wasn't there a room I didn't go in? I thought there was someone standing in that window. I just got scared. What's this room? I thought I saw that I could pick one of those up. Name insured, electrical inspection, Terrence Greenberg. Does he... Does the electrical system meet local codes? Yes. Are there any deficiencies which need correcting? Unclear. Wiring in the house is technically up to safety and amperage requirements. However, multiple layers of wiring that have been added into structure over the last 100-year system is frequently unpredictable. Lights blink in and out for no clear reason. Pressure on floorboards and door frames disrupts circuit wires directly. Behind the surface, properly reworking the electrical system would be highly destructive to the walls, floor, and fixtures of the structure. After discussion with Mr. Greenbrier, since there are no current safety concerns, issues will not be addressed. Okay. Sure. My bad? The killing of JFK as Siri. A theory, even. Laserdisc. Oh, yeah, so, this is him doing a stereo review. They say that a jack of all trades is a master of none. I have to disagree. Mastery is not a question of specialization, but sureness of purpose and dedication to craft. If you happen to be in the market for a combination LD-CD player, you'll be glad to know that Pioneer seems to be this particular. You can do better. Back to the basics. Sent back in time, 1963 again. What if JFK wasn't JFK? JFK President US and USSR equals coalition. Interesting. Ooh, a library. That looks interactable. It's not. Wow, these thin books look really interactable to me. Don't bark, Cookie. You're gonna scare me. Oh, those are Dad's books that I guess you can't sell. Authors also just have copies of their books lying around. Doesn't necessarily mean they can't sell them. Sometimes they give them away for free. Oops. A stranger under my roof. Yeah, the teen years are fraught with change of all types. There's so many scary noises. Was that another file? I don't think so. I'm not going back. I was scared. Where was it? In the library? We can look. There was a lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. Oh, right here. Wait, what did that say? 0451. That might be important. 0451. Let's keep that in mind. 0451. Dear Terrence, David asked me to write you regarding the reviews you've been submitting the last few months. Frankly, they're becoming more trouble than they're worth from an editing standpoint. There's a word limit. It's your job to stay under it, not mine to cut back to it. Even then, it's becoming harder and harder to weed out the tangents and non sequiturs from the usable copy without heavy rewrites. The readers of Home Theater Aficionado want to hear about the quality and value of the hardware, not ruminations on your childhood. O or zero? Zero, probably. It looks like 4 numbers. If it were up to me, I wouldn't be writing this letter. I'd just be cutting you loose. There's tons of guys half your age who would take half your rate to write stuff I could actually use. But David's known you for a long time and he's the boss, so I'm giving you one more shot on his say-so. You should write him a nice note thanking him for his patience and generosity. Look through your old stuff and start submitting reviews like that again, then everybody will be happy. Oof. 0451. Dad's not having a good time. You know, I don't need to look everywhere. Wait, there was just a question mark somewhere, wasn't there? Dear Terrence, I write on what I hope and imagine is a joyous occasion. News reaches me that you are newly married to a wonderful young woman. I have had more than a little time to consider my past and my family, and my thoughts have often lingered on your development and welfare in the 10 years since we last met. Your marriage gives me much reassurance in this regard. You are always welcome on Arbor Hill. I will understand if you feel you cannot accept this invitation. Yours truly, Oscar Mason. Interesting. I done found me a false bottom. Oh, can I not pick this up? Nope. Okay. Dear Mr. Mason, please find and close your original document and a typed copy for your records. The notarized copy has been filled at our offices. Thank you for entrusting our firm with this important matter. Will and Testament. I, Oscar Mason, possessing full competence of mind and memory, and after full survey of valued items to my name, do hereby declare this document my last will and testament. The following shall hold true upon my passing. 1. I declare that I am a lifelong resident of Boone County, that I am unmarried and have no children. 2. I declare that I have no outstanding debts to my name, to any creditors living or dead. 3. I do hereby bequeath every item of value of which in which I may die possessed, including the dwelling and surrounding acres located at Arbor Hill, as well as any and all personal property and moneyed accounts to my nephew Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. of Ellis County. In the event that said Terrence L. Greenbrier, Jr. should predecease me, then, and in such event, the bequest to him shall fall, and the same is bequeathed to his children as ordered by age and competence as stewards of the estate. I subscribe my name to this will this 13th day of August, 1973. Will and Testament. Oh, that's just it in writing. Interesting. John Russell opened his eyes and saw them, the stars, twinkling as if he were lying on the grass in his family's yard in Massachusetts, even though that place was a million miles away. No, he blinked the sleep from his eyes, looking through the carbon-reinforced safety glass of the space station Archimedes. Yes, he was a long way from home, but the future needed him. John Russell's head swam. He felt incredibly drunk, despite not having touched a drop in hours. He vomited onto his feet, his bare feet. He stared for a moment, processing his sick-flecked toenails, gross, scanning up his bare shins, bare knees. He was completely naked. He looked up and met the eyes of a gorgeous blonde woman wearing a tight polyfiber tunic. The fabric that strained at the seams to contain her generous bosom was emblazoned with the phrase, "Matter Transference Operator." Then he passed out. John Russell had crossed the gap in time. Only messages past before, but now am man. They needed him, now more than ever. Changing the past was no longer good enough. The instructions from the council had been clear. What to procure, what to construct from it, how to assemble it so he made the machine, how to transport him bodily across time, and now he stood there on the bridge of the starship Archimedes, command of the vessel, because only he, who had saved the president's life twice before, could helm the naive crew to their destiny, the fate of the galaxy. Okay, that's... Dad needs to slow down when he types. He's making a lot of mistakes. What kind of fucking layout is this house? I thought there was something standing in front of the curtains again. My heart just stopped. Or is Dad ill? He might be ill. He might be ill. I'm gonna take a quick break. Holy crap. The noises are, frightening. I swear to God, there's something about that window that's freaking me out. Alright. Normal window, creepy window that always makes me feel like I'm looking at a ghost. What fucking room is this? What is this? Music room. Cool. This house is fucking huge, first of all. Light? Oh, that is the light. This is a lit room right now. There we go. Interesting. There's like piano, tea, something. I guess these are all records, which is fair. He, does music reviews. Or stereo reviews, something like that. This is a little corner of things. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Samantha Greenbrier, directions below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper. Write Reproductive System Worksheet number 6 at the top. Then choose one of the 2 sides, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. A, the menstrual cycle, it travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the vagina. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again, and an ovum starts to develop. B, I am produced in the testicles. I go from the vas deferens to the urethra, the life of a sperm cell. I grow through the cervix and the uterus and into fallopian tubes in search of an egg cell. I develop 2 or 3 months in the epididymis. When the penis becomes erect, I leave the epididymis and travel up into the body through the vas deferens. As I pass the prostate gland, the seminal vesicles, and the Cowper's glands, fluids are added so that I can live longer and swim more easily. Without me, an egg cell couldn't begin the amazing process of reproduction. Everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm supposed to be learning about the reproductive system. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. The menstrual cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939, Esseglad stares at the window of the train as it travels from the Vienna... As it travels from Vienna to the back of her home village of... What does this have to do with the menstrual cycle? The German forces, almost 75% of her people in her hometown are killed. Ah, I see. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It's incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. I mean, did she technically do the assignment, though? Okay. Mr. Greenbrier, I wrote to inform you that unfortunately Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accident Pariah. Despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior, we went ahead with the publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It has been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell the best in your future endeavors. I do be a scared little bitch, guys. I do be scared. This is just a storage closet, I guess. That makes two of us. I don't like the noises coming from this house. I just don't. Like, this is some... Okay, just read this. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He's missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit any time. Sincerely, Mary Shoots.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Okay. Hi, Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Write back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet at the parking lot after 6. Samantha. Yeah, I'm totally in. See you there. Then I'm gonna kick your butt. Get ready.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
We're in love. Love being in love. Okay. Katie, please, whatever you find, don't tell Mom and Dad the attic. What? That's unfortunate. We definitely haven't found a key, so let's... If we did see a key, I completely missed it. I'm not that worried. Did we go in there? No. Oh, no, that's just the closet, right? We looked in the closets. We looked in both closets. Was that last journal us or Sam? Probably Sam. Who are we again? What's our name? Caitlin. Oops. Put that back. I think they're all Sam, because we haven't been in the house. I think this might be our first time in the house. I don't know. We've been all over the world, so I think it's just a bunch of Sam stuff all over the place. Unless, is there a way I can see, journals? There is, but I can't read them. I have to listen to them, and I don't want to. Dear Jan, it's so good to hear from you again. All the new house business sounds like quite the adventure. Remember the little dorm room we shared freshman year? When we were miserable fantasizing about our dream homes? I always said I wanted a mansion. You said you just wanted a house in the woods. Look who got both. Somebody up there likes you. I could use some of that magic. Send me some lotto numbers. I'll play them seriously. But I shouldn't be complaining about this good old split level we've had since Bob got transferred to Winnipeg. We just got new vinyl siding. Jealous yet? Let me know if you ever want to trade places. So how are the girls doing? Has Katie left on her big European adventure yet? Speaking of jealous, right back soon. I miss you, Roomy Carol. I already opened that. I've been in there. We have like the same thing all over the house, and that's not how you decorate. Just out of curiosity. That's probably just the house key, not the... I guess we're going upstairs. Is anyone home? Like, where the hell is everyone? Hello? Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of next week as part of the Forestry Service-run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Forest. Forestry crews have been preparing the area for months. The burn operation will take place between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and possibly into Thursday, depending on speed of progress, according to the Forestry Service. In addition to removing dead and overgrown vegetation that can lead to wildfires in drier months, the operation will serve as a valuable training tool for the forestry and firefighting personnel involved, said senior conservatist Janice Greenbrier. Smoke will likely linger in the area through the following weekend. Monday, couples bowling. Wednesday, cooking class, take apron. Friday, ballroom dancing. Oh, we got rid of couples bowling and ballroom dancing just for cooking class? Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, senior conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. How's Mom doing? I guess we're learning about Mom now. Bratmobile potty mouth. For Sam.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right.
They're in love.
I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. I've been turning off the lights. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbriar, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd. Compared with Katie, who was only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own like a human being, and since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Your warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Sternly worded letter. Radiation area, keep out. Chun-Li moves, fireball, hold and punch, lightning kick, 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 helicopter kick, hold and kick, air stomp, down, while jumping, MK. Okay. There's so many things I can pick from. Sam, I think the creative writing track would be perfect for you. Mrs. Blacklock. Reed College, one of the nation's most lauded private liberal arts science institutions. English creative writing. 3 students from each track will be offered a full scholarship for their first year at Reed. This program invites students of grade 10 and 11 to attend lectures. Nice. Seems like a good fit for Sam, definitely. We've read so much. Sam needs to clean up. Why does Sam have 2 doors in her room? Is one a bathroom? Oh, I was like, I thought something was coming for me and that's why it was telling me to... My phone vibrated and I got scared. Goodfellow High School disciplinary referral. Mrs. Benchley observed Miss DeSoto wearing a t-shirt with an unacceptable image on the front, a large beer can labeled Pabst Blue Ribbon. Miss DeSoto was sent to the guidance counselor's office. Miss DeSoto was given the option to turn her shirt inside out, change into a shirt from her gym locker, or be suspended for the rest of the day. Miss DeSoto chose suspension. Her father was called, but there was no answer and no answering machine. Miss DeSoto must return this form tomorrow, signed by her father. Poor Lonnie. The Brother 150. This is the one me and my dad are building. Want to go for a ride when it's done? Samantha Greenbriar. Shop 1. Metalworking. C-, not a challenging assignment. Metal plaque for family portrait. Reasonable subject, but not complex. When I said that mom and dad should be replaced with parent names, I did not mean just add them underneath. Acceptable leveling on edges. Show more pride in work. I mean, did she do the job or did she not do the job? I feel like they're being, Oh. You know, they're being unreasonable. I feel like she did what she was asked. Do you believe in life after love? The King's Labyrinth, Chapter 2. Captain Allegra, still in her flowing skirt and sturdy jerkin, descended the single shining thread into the lower cavern of the labyrinth. She and the first mate, on their own now, grew closer to their goal, the throne room of the dead immortal king of the island. The first mate slid down the line onto the stone floor. She swept chalky bone dust from the front of her canvas trousers and looked up at Allegra. The silken thread, nigh unbreakable thanks to the enchanted moss that inhabited the island, trailed behind, leading their way back to the entrance. From further into the labyrinth, a moaning began to echo. The moaning grew louder and clearer. It turned into words from some ancient language they couldn't understand. The king's cursed voice. The hairs on Captain Allegra's arm stood on end. She looked back at the first mate, whose eyes remained locked on the blackness of the passage for a moment too long before noticing the captain's gaze. The first mate nodded silently ahead. Following the king's ghostly song deeper and deeper into the labyrinth, they came upon a rocky gap spilling forth otherworldly blue light. The great basin of the king's throne room lay below, skeletal and rotted robes. The king was hunched over the blue orb topping his royal scepter. Shadows of his bony fingers danced on the walls like ghouls. As he sang, wailing souls flowed in one by one through the cracks in the cave walls, pulled into the orb, causing it to glow brighter and brighter. Behind the king, a long staircase hewn from rock led it down into the chamber from a passage at the top. Allegra said, "We have the advantage in numbers. I will draw his attention and then you," but the first mate interrupted, "No. I am smaller and quicker, and you know of dealing with mystic energies like these. I will circle to the other side, get the king's attention, and lead him on a merry chase." She held up the silk line, all traced by this invisible thread, of course. Allegra said, "It is a good plan, but perhaps we should go together." The first mate shook her head. "You know this is our best chance. Don't be afraid for me." They grasped hands and exchanged 3 tight squeezes, their palms growing warm. The first mate tied the shining thread to the belt of her trousers, gave a quick salute and a wink, and dashed off. Allegra waited, staring vigilantly across at the top of the stairs where the first mate was to appear. The king continued his, "Wait, no, no." The singing stopped. The king turned and began walking up the stairs. Allegra wanted to call out, to do anything to stop the first mate from running headfirst into danger. She tried tugging on the line to signal her. No use. The king was nearly at the top of the stairs when the first mate burst through the passageway. She skidded to a stop. Even from across the yawning basin, Allegra could see the first mate's eyes grow wide. She turned and ran. Summoning his undead power, the king left the ground, levitating, gliding behind her with distressing speed. From some dark passage, much too far away, Allegra heard the first mate scream. She was already running toward the sound. The line in Allegra's hand went taut, then shuddered. It fell slack to the stone floor. As Allegra ran, she was gathering line, twisting it around her arm. She came to its end. The unbreakable thread dangled limply, its end shredded and frayed in her hand. She tossed it to the ground and ran. Dang, that was good. Man, Sam had this in like 4th grade. Mitten. Oh, Mitten. Hi, Lonnie. I wrote this in 1st period and left it in your locker on the way to 2nd. It's what all the cool kids are doing, I've decided. Write me back. Also, here's an idea for something to draw. 2 cats on a motorcycle. Hey, this is a good idea. What all the cool kids are actually doing is sending each other pages in their beepers. But we're cooler than them because guess what? They can't put this on a beeper. Your drawing of cats was so good that I added a background to make it even better. Maybe I should just stick to writing, though. Haha, I like it. How did you know they were about to be abducted by aliens? I'm looking for I'm looking at Mr. Fish right now. I feel like he would probably have lots of cats. Also, like, his secret shame is he watches 90210 religiously. I'll ask him about it after class. He said he doesn't have cats and also that he's never watched 90210, but I could see in his eyes he was lying. Oh. Why does Sam have 2 doors going into her room? Hey Sam, do you want to see Pulp Fiction after school at the Coliseum? It came out last weekend and Todd won't shut up about it, so either it's good or we can make fun of him for liking it. My mom's supposed to cook dinner for us tonight for a change, but I can just stitch out on it probably. What time? Also, isn't that movie supposed to be really violent? Am I going to barf? According to Todd, it's pretty hardcore. I guess Uma Thurman gets stabbed in the heart with the heroin needle, so that's kind of hilarious. Also, something about cheeseburgers is important. Todd wants to see it again. 7:15 okay? Don't barf. Alright, see you then. I thought we found a cassette somewhere. I can put a cassette in there. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're so cool, cool. We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool small. Okay. I don't feel like I learned anything, but that was fun. Well, I don't know what the combination of this would be, so we might have to come back. There's a lot of garbage cans around this house. Lonnie rules. There's a lot of garbage cans around this house. Which is a good thing. We do be, dyeing our hair in the tub, I see.
Lonnie brought her hair dye over today. She said, I need to fix these roots. Think you could help? Dyeing hair is weirdly intimate. I don't know if I've touched someone else's scalp before. That's pretty intimate, right? It felt intimate. We looked in the mirror together after, and I expected her to say something about how it looked crappy or good or whatever. But that's when she said, you're so beautiful. And she was looking at me. Right in that moment, I wanted to say something, but I waited. And the moment was gone.
Well, I didn't learn anything. Still. That cabinet's broken. I examined it. Hello? But nothing happened. It's not blood, it's red hair dye. Could be blood. What the fuck is over there? Mom and Dad's bedroom. Why aren't Mom and Dad home? Is everyone dead? Is that the problem? Everyone's just dead? Okay. Guess so. Hello? London. Dear Mom, Dad, and Sam, I am in the Channel. This is my second passage through the Channel. I'm on my way back from London this time, going to Brussels, Belgium. Sorry I didn't write you on the way to London, but I was too excited about the Channel. London was great. Dad, I know you've always wanted to visit, and I think you really should. You'd love it. If you all wanted to come back here as a family sometime, I guess I could be convinced. Love you all, Katie. Someone's head could have been smashed, maybe. Unknown Dimension Literature. KAZ Publisher. Communication must become total and conscious before we can stop it. This house sure does have a lot of Bibles. I feel like someone in my house is gonna murder me because they don't realize I've come home or something like that. And I've just been like going through shit. Oh, barf! My parents have sex. Don't know why I did that. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, All the President's Men, a bunch of other tapes, probably not important. Can I pick? I can't pick any of them up, right? Alright. Mitten, the cat, age 5. Damn, there's a lot of underwear all over this place. Take your time, I'm glad to have it in good hands, Rick. Dear Jan, oh honey, let me tell you, I understand how you feel. Bob and I have had our own down periods. It's become a bit of a way of life, actually. You get used to each other, you live your own lives in the same house, the kids grow up, they go away. I'm sorry this isn't helping, is it? Don't worry. Terry will get over whatever is distracting him. Things will go back to normal. And as for Sam being distant, that's a teenager for you. Nothing to worry about. In the meantime, though, this controlled burn that sounds like quite the adventure. But let's cut to the chase. This new ranger they sent, that's what I want to hear about. Ranger Rick? You've got to be kidding me. It's too perfect. You have to tell me everything and send pictures. I want the whole package. Wait, that sounded wrong. Keep your chin up until Terry's out of his slump. And in the meantime, write more letters to your old friend Carol. She adores them. Mom's cheating on Dad. Does that explain the condom? Probably not, to be honest. After the honeymoon, rediscovering your spouse personally, spiritually, and sexually. I don't like that. Katie, Mom and Dad were going to make the guest room for you to stay in over the summer, but you came home on such short notice that they weren't around to do it. You can use my room if you want. I won't be needing it anymore. That's terrifying. Hey Sam, you were asking what my JROTC ribbons meant. Here is a handy guide. Orienteering, rifle team, adventure training. Orienteering, this means the Army thinks I can find my way around. Rifle team, the Army has branded me as a certified killing machine. Adventure training, I am born adventurous and no borders can hold me. The Army recognizes this. Sorry if you don't think I was cool before, now you do. Lonnie. Lonnie's in JROTC? Sighting journal. August 31st, 1994. 11:19 a.m. A tall shadow in the upstairs hall. When I rounded the corner, no one was there. How tall was Uncle Oscar? Note, I was not wearing my glasses. September 3rd, 1994, 12:44 a.m. A faint voice coming from the bottom of the stairs. I said hello, did not investigate, probably was the furnace. September 9th, 1994, 4:11 p.m. Poured milk from the carton in fridge. It was spoiled. Pretty sure I read that spirits can sour milk. Milk was just bought yesterday. October 9th, 1994. Lonnie says she feels a presence in the TV room. I suddenly began to feel cold. We built a protective pillow fort. October 22nd. Lonnie and I employ a Ouija board as a medium. Disturbing messages are conveyed from the other side. Oscar is definitely here. Enlisted Lonnie to stay up all night and help patrol premises, recording any signs of otherworldly presence. Lonnie reported many sightings, but all remained unconfirmed. Possible ectoplasm in the attic, probably roof. Sample taken just in case. Despite our best efforts, we both fell asleep around 4 a.m. All in all, successful night. I still don't feel like I learned anything. Performance evaluation. All fives. Ranger pattern match has been indispensable during the course of the prescribed burn preparation and execution. I believe his expertise and dedication has been the deciding factor in the success of a very complex and challenging conservation effort. In the opinion of the Flintlock Forest staff, Rook's contributions to daily operations have become essential to the outfit's continuing success. To this end, I will be formally submitting paperwork requesting his permanent reassignment to this facility. So she can fuck him. I just got scared. I thought I saw something above me. Halloween show, the Misfits. Don't forget your costume. They're awesome. See you there, Lonnie.
Sometimes you just have to lie to Mom and Dad. Like when Lonnie asked me to see a band with her and stay over at her friend's place in the city after. That's a lie to Mom and Dad's situation. But it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. And everybody was moving together like one huge tide of sound. Between two songs, Lonnie leaned over and said, "How do you like your first show?" I was so happy. I felt tears starting in my eyes. And then she up and hugged me. I think she could tell.
Lonnie, holy crap, I was in the library, noticed something in the corner, and I found a secret passage, and it hid Oscar's creepy old stuff in it. I fucking knew there was a secret passage. Oh my god, I have to see this. We're skipping 6. Captain Allegra and the first mate. Cute. I can't listen to the whole thing. It's loud. Sam's dark room. Do not enter if red lights are on. Fair. We still haven't found the combination to that other thing. Oh god. Ghost Hunter, Sam and Lonnie's secret house investigation cog. Hidden compartments found 3. Library, upstairs hall, foyer. Evidence of the supernatural discovered 0. The search continues. Oh, across from Sam's room. I know how to read maps, I promise. There we go. Half of Sam's locker combo. Who are you, Oscar? What do you want to come back? Forgot. I don't like that. There's a hidden panel in the library by the door.
At Todd's brother's place after the show, there was only a futon to sleep on, so Lonnie and I shared it. The lights went out. I was turned toward her. My eyes started to adjust, and then I could see she was looking at me, too. In the dark, she smiled. My heart was beating so fast. I rolled over. I felt so, I don't know, nervous. After a minute, she put her arm around me and was so close and whispered in my ear, "I really like you." I just nodded my head, and I really hope she could tell. I really hope that she meant what I think she did. I felt like a shook-up can of soda ever since. I hope we have the chance to talk before I explode.
Private, do not read. Heaven at the Edge of the World. The Green Glacier Part 2. Allegra and her scouting party peered down warily through the dense canopy of rustling leaves from their perch high in the forest branches, mere feet away. Sunlight shone brightly off the inner ice walls of the glacial basin in which the forest grew. It was a strange sight indeed, such lushness juxtaposed with the frigid ice formations. Allegra leapt forward without hesitation, bounding through the high branches. The first mate had been captured by the Green Glacier's Amazonian tribe. His life hung in the balance. "We have to hurry." Allegra's party followed behind, moving quietly as a breeze through the greenery. Allegra landed in the clearing and shouted, "Stop!" She saw the Queen Amazonian, up on her pedestal, reaching for the lever that would drop her first mate into the vat below. She shouted, "No!" and flung her saber at the Amazon's reaching hand, but it was too late. The first mate screamed as he fell toward the water, then splashed down, and all was eerily silent. Allegra looked on, frozen in fear and remorse. She had been a moment too late. But then from the vat something began to emerge, a head of dark brown hair, just like the first mate's. Then the shoulders and sleeves of his coat, soaking wet. But as the figure stood and the water poured down, Allegra saw that the first mate had changed. He was no longer a man at all. In fact, what looked back at her were the eyes, the face, the hair and hands and body of a woman, still in the first mate's clothes, still the first mate. She spoke in a soft, clear voice. "Captain?" The Amazonian queen said, "She is one of us now. She is ours." Allegra drew her magical flintlock pistols from her belt, and her crew readied their swords. Allegra glared into the queen's eyes and said, "That's the love of my life, and you can't have her." I'm actually going to leave that on because walking through the dark is scary. 0501.
Lonnie came over today, but everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no, there was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words. I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie, do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
God. They're so cute. They're so cute, I could explode. We might get murdered in the basement. Like the hot stuff? More like the scary stuff. This is the basement, right? No. The basement's this way. We're going to the basement. It had been my intention to also record this to put on YouTube, and yet I never pressed the record button. And I don't know if it's possible to save VODs from Twitch, but I guess I'm gonna figure that out once we're done here. I don't want to be in the basement. Dear Samantha, I would like to cordially thank you for having me to your abode for the Thanksgiving holiday with your lovely family. I enjoyed the flavorful potatoes, and also it was weird being around your parents for that long, but it was pretty funny how impossible it is for your dad not to be awkward for more than 30 seconds at a time. Very cordially yours, your close friend and confidant, Lonnie. Dear Miss DeSoto, allow me to take this opportunity to thank you in kind for being such a gracious host of the festivities at your father's estate, following the aforementioned meal with my parents. Your family's Thanksgiving feast was the more enjoyable of the two events, I must say. I especially appreciated the time I spent with your grandmother, who was a lovely woman with sterling taste and refined air. Let's do it again same time next year, shall we? Indeed, Madam Samantha Greenbrier Esquire. Greenbrier Esquire. Why is this face the wrong way? Oh, they're so cute! I love
It's different
lesbians.
I mean, we still hang out all the time like before.
Lesbians.
But now when no one else is around... Well, you know.
Light?
So you could say we're
Light?
dating.
You could say
But it's
that.
secret.
Aw.
Secret dating? I don't know. I mean, I guess that's the real difference. Now when we get off the phone or go home for the night, or it's just quiet and we're alone, we say I love you.
They know. Your parents know if you're secret dating. Trust me. Hot stuff? Yeah, cute. First. Oh man, one of my old sex ed assignments. Oh, this is the one that Samantha did, but did like a whole story for. The menstrual cycle, an ovum starts to develop. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves, and about 2 weeks later, the lining of the uterus, not needed for pregnancy, comes through the vagina. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries and the process begins again. Well, how do you have a check mark and an X? I don't understand the point of picking up half the stuff I pick up. K is for kind, A is for amazing, I is for intelligent, T is for talented, L is for lighthearted, I is for important. How you doing, Danny? N is for nice. L is for the way you look at me. Oh. Is there a light that I missed? Or is it just dark? That works. Reed College. Dear Samantha, congratulations. I'm pleased to inform you of your admission to the creative writing track of the Reed College Summer Program for Youth Scholars for its 1995 session. We believe you have much to contribute to Reed College community. Based on your portfolio and academic record, I am also pleased to offer you financial aid to cover 75% of the summer program's tuition and fees. The attached documentation delineates your schedule, optional secondary track choices, and your dormitory assignment. Please remember to submit the attached form if you wish to be eligible for one of the three Reed full-time undergraduate scholarships to be awarded to exemplary students at the end of each summer program. We very much look forward to your attendance. Again, congratulations on your admission and best wishes from all of us at Reed College. Sincerely, Julie Morris.
I'm so stupid sometimes. I was telling Lonnie that I got into my college summer program thing, and I was all making plans like, you should come visit me, stay in my dorm room. But she said, Sam, I ship out on June 6th. I was like, ship out? To where? She said, to basic training. What did you think I was doing all that ROTC stuff for? I guess she's been planning to join the Army right after high school since she was like 12. And I guess she's really going to do it. So I was like, after graduation, I'm just never going to see you again? She said, let's just have fun while we can.
Joyce, A Complete Understanding. Richard Greenbrier, PhD. Oh dear. Someone wasn't happy with Richard Greenbrier. Dear Terrence, thank you for sending along a copy of your newly published book. An author's first published manuscript is a momentous occasion. I read it this afternoon. I certainly recognized my son in the subject matter. An author's work is the externalization of that which he holds dear and that which he fears, and in this respect I believe your work was successful. But the lens through which the personal shone was needlessly clouded by genre cliches and implausible dime store science fictional die ex machina. The great authors speak of their life's malo in clear and honest tones, the lens crystal that refracts their thoughts without distortion. I congratulate you on surviving the great ordeal that is publication, and rest assured that readers of your chosen genre will lap up copies hungrily, but I urge you to shed artifice. You can do better. With a father's love and encouragement, Richard Greenbrier, PhD. $14K gold, heart pendant in 2 halves, customizable with up to 10 letters, names, dates, initials, anything you can dream up. Gift boxes imported. Cute. A bunch of stuff. Man, the basement goes on forever. That looks more scary than this. Let's go this way. Oh no, it's servants' quarters. Gross. Yolanda de Soto. Dear Sam, I'm so happy you liked the drawing. I was thinking of us when I drew it. I knew you'd be able to tell. You'd love Mexico, I think probably. The nature here is totally different than back home. I keep thinking about Allegra and the first mate lost on a mysterious island where even the plants are out to get them. And then I think of them together, out there in the wilderness together, and I start thinking of you again. I lie here in bed and I can almost feel you. I've been trying to save it up for when we're together again. I haven't done a good job, okay? But I tried. Okay, enough about that. Your last letter got to me the day before we start driving back north. We'll be racing this letter home. If I get home first, we can read it together. And yes, I'm taking tons of photos. We'll have to spend so much time in the dark room. Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Girl Scout, the band formerly known as Cub Scout, set list, role model, authority, main squeeze, telling stories, instruction, first mate, self, Girl Scouts, denial.
Todd's band lost their singer. Todd said he sucked. Lonnie said he got sick of Todd's shit, and he was complaining about needing a new singer. So Lonnie was like, I can sing. And they were all kind of like, you can? And she was like, probably. But she's been rehearsing with them for like a week now. And I finally got to see them play in Todd's basement today. And she's actually really amazing. I feel so proud when she's on stage. It's incredible being in awe of someone you love. So everybody knows it's like a temporary situation till she ships out in June. But till then, I'm gonna be at every single show.
Samantha bought the 2-heart pendant, $79.98. That's cute. I guess we're going down the creepy servants' quarters path. Oh, first floor plan. Oh, so this store is locked. So this is the kitchen, the pantry, washroom, laundry, greenhouse, dining area. So that's what's locked off right now. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So that's an exit probably. So let's go around this way. Wait, am I lost already? No, this is the way. I don't remember turning this light on. I thought it was dark in here, but... Okay. Junk room. Hey Sam, I'm writing to you from Molteno, I can't see that, Falls. I'm here on a stupid class trip, which is stupid because it's March and I don't know if anyone running this school has been to Oregon, but it's cold and rainy as shit in March. Wish you were here. Oh wait, you are here because I'm writing this to you in the gift shop. Oh shit, here you are, L.
They tell you to stick with the group on field trips, Katie. There's a reason for that. Lonnie and I snuck off on the side paths at Multnomah Falls and got a little lost. Okay, a lot lost. Like, for hours.
Oh no.
Right before the bus left, we found a trail and came running down the path, soaked and covered in mud, shouting for the bus not to leave. The school called home. Mom and Dad said, you didn't get into trouble like this before you met that Lonnie girl.
Yikes.
But I don't think they know about us. The kids at school, though, I'm really afraid that's a whole other story. Stick with the group, Katie. Stick with the group.
I'm lost. I thought this was an exit. Oh, look, a safe that I didn't even notice. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work. Well, I don't like that. Okay, I guess. It's Hare, age 12. Cute. I guess we'll... Okay, so that there's a safe there, so... maybe we'll find a combination for that. Mason's Pharmacy changes hands. The shoppers of Main Street were surprised today at the announcement of Mason's Pharmacy would be changing ownership for the first time since it opened 10 years ago. Rumors swirled that the sudden sale of the pharmacy was transacted for a song. When asked about speculation that the deal had been signed for as little as $1, Mr. Samuel Onston, Oscar Manson's longtime assistant, now proprietor of Manson's Pharmacy, told the Register, the specifics will remain between myself and Mr. Mason. Mr. Mason had taken sick and was unavailable for comment. Bratmobile. Costumes, skeletons and devils, cheerleaders from the Smells Like Teen Spirit video, one girl dressed as Jackie Kennedy. Okay. The Psycho House Girl. The coolest stuff about being the Psycho House Girl. Cool thing number 1, everybody in the hall thinking you don't know they're looking at you and whispering as you walk past because I guess they haven't heard of Peripheral. That's a lie to the mom and dad situation, but it was so worth it. The girls on stage were just so loud and real and awesome. Goodfellow Senior High School. I appreciate the time and effort you put into writing your letter. It showed initiative as well and was well written, but it doesn't change my mind on this matter. While I understand that Miss DeSoto is a friend of yours, the fact of the matter is that she defaced school property with profanity. The fact that she allegedly defaced her own locker in retaliation for another student doing the same to yours is immaterial. As to your complaint that no other student has been punished for their part in this incident, the fact is that no guilty party has come forward, and there has been no convincing evidence as to who might have defaced your locker. In other words, there is no one to punish. I would suggest letting this issue drop, as it will only bring more unwanted attention on yourself, which I believe is what you claim began this whole incident in the first place.
I don't get Lonnie sometimes. Like, her band, and our zine, and her hair, and everything are all anti-authority. But I watch her in JROTC, and she's doing drills in perfect formation, following orders, no question. And there's all this stuff in the news about don't ask, don't tell. Like, she's going to join the army and then have to lie about who she is. She said they don't need to know what they don't need to know. Like it was no big deal. This from the girl who trashed her locker to, like, defend my honor. I've learned when to stop arguing, though. I don't think Lonnie even gets Lonnie sometimes.
Guardian angels up above, bless this house with lots of love. Wild. Jan Greenbrier. $119. Goddamn. Shampoo, set, color, perm, and manicure. Jesus Christ. Order of promotion. Dear Head Conservationist Greenbrier, due to your exemplary management of the Flintlock prescribed burn operation last year and the services need for experienced personnel to your direct regional operations, we would like to offer you the position of Regional Conservation Management Director, responsible for operations throughout the northwestern Oregon. Your assistance would be sought to fill your previous position on site at the Flintlock National Forest. Your new posting would be at the Regional Management Building located at 128 Bullhorn Road, which should be much more convenient for your daily commute. Please respond as soon as possible regarding your decision. Oh. Daniel says he's coming over to get his game back. Call Daniel back. I broke the folder somehow. I'll never know what it says on the inside. Oh well. Earth, Wind, and Fire. The skull was the coolest thing I found in Mexico, and it was like $3. I love it. Merry Xmas. Miss you, Lonnie. P.S. Treasure it always. Mom has 2 purses. Disciplinary, distributing inappropriate materials on school grounds, phone call to the student's parents, out of school suspension. Oops. Sam, since you refused to hear us out this afternoon, your mother and I are putting this in writing so we are absolutely clear. You are grounded for the rest of the month from social and telephone privileges and from using your car for anything except going to and from school. We understand what you were going through, but we can't allow you to continue with this kind of behavior at school. And clearly, once your privileges are reinstated, we can't allow you to have your bedroom door closed while Lonnie is at the house. This is the last word on the matter. Get back on course so this won't happen again.
I had an interesting talk with Mom and Dad tonight. One you were never gonna need to have. I mean, you've known, right? I've known. I've known since, like, She-Ra. Mom and Dad didn't, I guess. But they saw the zine and the stuff on the locker, and they were like, is there something we should know about you and Lonnie? And so here's the thing. I was prepared for them to be mad, or disappointed, or start crying or something, but they were just in denial. You're too young to know what you want. You and Lonnie are just good friends. You just haven't met the right boy. It's a phase. That's what I didn't see coming. That they wouldn't even respect me enough to believe me. Well, joke's on them, because they're in for one very long phase.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. The Vatican is weird. As you can see, the Catholic Church still has a lot of money left over from the Middle Ages. I've gotten to see all of the art, including the Sistine Chapel ceiling and the sculptures by Michelangelo, Donatello, and the rest of the Ninja Turtles. Mom, we'll have to come back together. I would love to be here with someone who really appreciates the history behind everything. Also, Sam, they have various relics, as in pieces of important dead people, so you could probably come too. Next stop, Barcelona. Calm down, Dad. I won't get gored by a bull, probably. Love, Katie. Oops. First off, congratulations. Janice Greenbrier, Regional Director. And I say congratulations because, come on, you're going to take the job, right? What are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Call them back. But in the meantime, let's discuss this little outing you had with our favorite flannel-clad hunk. What a blast. But you sound like you're reading a lot into an innocent night out. You're sure there's something there? You said he has an out-of-town girlfriend. You're sure they're not serious? Okay, so we have to figure out when we'll see each other next in person. Enough with the letters. I owe you a congratulatory margarita. Boss lady, soon, love, Carol. Man, Mom's a cheater. The Accidental Warrior, Don't Give Up on This, Honey, by Terrence Greenbrier. Why is our refrigerator so loud? Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Blair request the honor of your presence at the marriage of their daughter, Helen Margaret, to Mr. Richmond Morris Pattermatch. Sam schedule working at Crown Burger on Bethel Road, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, 3 to 7 p.m., Saturday, 12 p.m. to 6 p.m. House is a freaking mess. Samantha and Daniel were in the woods one day. It was sunny and they were on an adventure, but they went to the bad part of the woods and it got dark. Daddy said, "Are you scared?" So Samantha said, "No, are you?" They laughed and went more into the bad part. Then they went to a part that was never there before, and there was a ship. A pirate ship on an ocean. Samantha said, "I'll be the captain and you be the first mate." Daniel said, "Aye, aye, captain," and they went on the pirate ship and started sailing away.
Daniel finally came over to get his game. I'd been dreading it. But he brought this story with him that I wrote when we were little. I started reading it, and then there I was, crying at the kitchen table. He asked what was wrong, and I was thinking about how we used to be friends, how much I'd taken for granted. But instead, I told him about school, and Dad, and Lonnie, and then how sorry I was that I wasn't his friend anymore. He gave me a hug and said it was going to be okay. For some reason, I almost believed him.
Congratulations on your new position. Dear Regional Conservation Director Greenbrier, having received your formal acceptance letter, I write to congratulate you on your new position as Regional Conservation Director of the State Forestry Service. We wish you luck in your final weeks at Flintlock National Forest and very much look forward to welcoming you to your new desk in the State Forestry Office at 8 a.m. on May 1st or whatever it said. Dear Mr. Greenbrier, first let me say that I hope this missive finds you well. Hell, it feels like a goddamn miracle that it finds you at all. Do you know how long we've been trying to track you down? Worry not, we aren't the feds, the men in black, or any other sort of creeping fascist hobgoblins. In fact, we're on your side. Let me start from the beginning. Unknown Dimension is what you might call a specialist publishing house. We traffic in the weird, the ahead of its time, the lost but not forgotten by a small but dedicated group of plugged-in bibliophiles, type of out-there mass market shunning visionary expression that refuses to be taken on anything but its own terms. We've had an unparalleled run since our inception 4 years ago, unearthing and reviving Christ or zombie-like timeless works such as N.N. Bestman's Message of the Snakemen, It's Inside Me by Jens Keller, and Emil Keeger's off-band Venusian Flesh Traders. But ever since we discovered tattered copies of your accidental series at a church rummage sale in Long Beach, New Jersey, we've been trying to track down the author of this weird and dark American outsider art. It's just the kind of forgotten portal into the 20th century civilization's anxieties and delusions that our readers lose their minds over. James Bond and Harrison Ford might be the dick-swinging heroes that modern suburban Americans want, but John Russell, mild-mannered insurance agent by day, reckless history-revising sociopath by night, is the twisted peacekeeper that it deserves. It is our mission to bring him back to life. Okay, so you've typed plenty. What do we want from you? We want your permission to reprint the work since your original publisher, Mercury Books, folded a decade ago. We want you to supply a new foreword for the books, to appear in brand new editions of The Accidental Savior and The Accidental Pariah, to be produced by Unknown Dimension as a limited run and marketed directly to our highly discerning customer base. And we want to offer you a portion of the proceeds, contract to follow, assuming you're interested in coming along with us on this weird odyssey. We look forward to embarking with you and to thrusting your work screaming back into the sweating palms of an unsuspecting American public. Blast off. Medish Kaczynski, publisher, Unknown Dimensions. Interesting. Sam, your mother and I will be away for a long weekend celebrating our anniversary June 3rd to 7th. We will be camping in the gorge, but we will give you a call on the way home. Sorry the kitchen is still mid-renovation. Never trust a contractor. $40 is on the table to order pizza while we're gone. Be good, Dad. Guess they're on their trip. And that's why they're not here. Sam. Lonnie, my parents are leaving town, so we'll have the run of the whole house till you leave. Imagine actually spending the night in my room instead of sneaking up to our usual spot in the attic. Not that the attic doesn't have its musty allure, but my bedroom is warmer. Sam, we should defile your parents' bed while they're gone. That'll show them. Lonnie, your growths never change. I never found the combination to the safe.
Perhaps I could be of some assistance.
Zot, thank you so much for that raid. How's it going? Boothed out. A going away show for Lonnie D. Last show ever.
Lonnie had her going away show with her band tonight. She's so incredible.
I do
on
calculus.
stage.
Thank you for that follow, Allie.
When she was singing, I could practically forget everything. That we only had 48 hours left. That I don't know what comes next. That I can't live without her. Then she dedicated the last song to me. And I couldn't take it. I was out on the curb in the alley, sobbing till my ribs hurt. I would follow her anywhere, Katie. But I can't. Where she's going. After a long time, she found me. She said she was sorry. She said, I wish things could be different. I just wanted to make you happy. I said, I don't think you can anymore.
Hi, Mom, Dad, and Sam. I've had a wonderful time on the beaches of Barcelona. Dad and Sam, I think you would like the gaudy architecture. It's from a strange alien world. I'm headed to my final destination, Amsterdam. For how long, that depends. I'm running low on money. I will look for a cheap standby ticket and call when I'm headed home. Sorry for the short notice. Can't wait to see you all again. It'll be good to be home. Oh God. Nothing interesting in the laundry room. Why is there folded jeans in the dryer? That's not what you do with folded clothes. I guess I want to leave that open because... Oh, well, okay, well first of all, it wouldn't open both ways. I don't think so anyway. Alright, we're going... Is this locked? Thank God. Oh good. So now we're back at the main part of the house. So now what? We didn't figure out the combination to the safe. The combination should have been somewhere on this side of the house, right? I don't even know where I would find information about the safe. Unless it's the safe is the address to Mason's, which is 2036. Nope. 1963 is just the date that's there. Okay. Dear sister, I invite what shall be my what? I unite what shall be my last appeal to go unanswered, one way or the other. I feel a prisoner, as on an island, with no jailer, no human soul for consume. What? Only my one mind examining itself, endlessly searching for relief. In the years since transgression, I have sought no absolution, only lone forgiveness. In good faith, I have removed myself from all temptation, sacrificed to prove my commitment, however I can imagine. Since mother's passing, I have yearned for nothing more than the acknowledgement of my own kin, to be treated as human again, to breathe the air of human spirit once more. By grace, even a wretch like me could be saved, but I do not expect it. If no response is received, I shall henceforth accept my sentence, and one day simply cease to be. With a brother's love always, Oscar Mason. Oh, I write? You're right. I write what shall be my last appeal. That makes more sense than what I was trying to do. These are just, prescriptions from his pharmacy, I guess. But, nothing truly of interest. Greenhouse, laundry, washroom. Kitchen, dining. Closet, porch. Stairs to basement. We've been all through that. What's left? Just the attic, but we don't have the key to the attic. I guess I give up over here. The key to the attic. Well, the attic is, Sam's place. Hate that. So where would Sam... I mean, it has to be at some okay, I'm scared. It has to be at some part of the house that it has to be at this part of the house somewhere, right? Because this is where we unlock, so the attic should be the last thing. Unless the attic is magically unlocked now. Which it could be. It goes up to the guest room? Yeah. We don't need to go back to the guest room. It seems like Sam hangs out in here. I don't know where she would keep a key over here, though. Girl justice now. Okay, I don't think we need to come back this way. I think we got everything that we needed. Could there be a loose panel she didn't tell us? She didn't put in the thing? We read that. I don't think Mom's purse has a key in it. How long have they lived here? It feels like they've lived here a long time for them to have all these fucking boxes around. I'm gonna be honest. All of this is dirty. I guess they are renovating a lot of the house, so maybe they're just like hoping for the renovation to finish before they make any decisions. Okay. I don't know where it would be hidden here. But this is the area of the house it would be in if we're following a natural pattern. And I don't have it, right? Did you look at the end of the hall? The end of this hall? Just a crumpled note. That's what that was. I don't know. I've literally opened this within the last couple of minutes. Hey Jan, I've got 2 tickets for EWF on Thursday, but my girlfriend says she doesn't want to go. Her taste in music rears its ugly head again. So that leaves me with an extra ticket that I thought you might be interested in. More fun than clearing brush in the freezing rain, right? Mom's a cheater. I can't believe we just let Mom cheat like this. Oh, there was that issue with the folder when I broke the folder. Hopefully the key's not like tucked into this folder or something. Oh, there we go. Hey, Lonnie. Sorry my mom was such a bitch last night. She's hardly ever around since our forest is like an hour away. And then when she is home, she takes it out on you. Like, because you're not a member of the family, she knows you won't call her out on it, and I'm sorry. Ha, it's okay. I know she's just jealous of our cool and freewheeling lifestyles. I feel sorry for you. I'm lucky my mom lives in Florida. You have to be a mom you have to have a mom every day. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up the mom thing like that. I know I shouldn't complain. No, I'm being serious. My mom is a psycho Christian and her new husband, Don, is a complete tool. Living in Florida with him is her eternal punishment in my mind. So you wouldn't rather live with your mom in Florida? God. Well, that wasn't, completely necessary to read. Ah, Sam, I wish you knew how to explain it better. Sam, I wish I knew how to explain it better. The army is this thing I grew up with. It's part of me. My dad's army friends are like family. I've always known it was where I'd end up. I'd never thought of it any other way. I wish things could be different. Maybe someday when I'm settled at a base and you're done with college and you're a famous writer and I can rebuild a tank engine with my eyes closed. Things will be different, and we can be together. Until then. But is the key also in here? No? Cool. Oh my gosh, I didn't come in this room. What the heck? How did I not make it in here? No wonder I'm confused. The key must be in here, right? God, there's plenty of things to look at, that's for sure. Okay, let's read it in this order. Strong Pines, a couple's counseling retreat. Oof. The Accidental Human. Dear Kaz, I can't tell you what a joy it is to see John Russell back in print. Thank you very much for sending along copies of the new editions. The cover art is really something. I know you've said that Unknown Dimensions isn't in the business of printing new material, but this revived interest in my work has brought on a wave of inspiration, resulting in a manuscript that completes John Russell's journey, which I think you may find intriguing. It is reflective and introspective, without forgetting the excitement and weirdness that Unknown Dimension readers expect. I hope this might be an exciting new direction for Unknown Dimensions to pursue. At the very least, I'm grateful that John Russell's adventures didn't come to an end quite when I thought they did. Cover copy. It's been almost 20 years since John Russell heard the call. Twice he saved a president's life. He's practically forgotten the days of the future of danger and excitement, the days where he mattered. So when the familiar rip in time opens in front of him and his handlers peer out, he doesn't hesitate. Is the president in danger? No. The life you save this time will be your own. What will do? Oh, there's a secret door under the stairs. Midnight, June 5th. Final preparations are complete.
We agreed our last night together would be our happiest ever. And we'd forget tomorrow was going to come at all. It worked for a while. We had a good time seeing Oscar off. Then ran up to the attic to look through our photos. To find one for Lonnie to take with her. And looking at them, I realized they were all in the past. And there wouldn't be any more. And I didn't know what I was going to do. And I cried. And she held me. She said she knew it was hard, but life would move on. I said I didn't want my life to keep moving without her. That's when she cried too. I was so exhausted. I must have fallen asleep like that, in her arms. In the morning, I woke up, and I was finally alone.
Oh my god. Possession and exorcism. The attic key.
The sunset light in this house is the saddest thing I've ever seen. I just want to sleep. When I'm in the attic, it almost feels like Lonnie could still be here. She's just downstairs. I'm just waiting to hear her pull down the hatch and come running up. Maybe I'll go up to the attic and wait.
Alright, I'm worried that I'm gonna open the attic to a dead body. So everyone be aware that that might be what's about to happen. And I am also scared and upset with all of you as well. But here we go. I will say that this is a dark room, and if she is like developing photos, opening this attic just like fucked all these photos. Sam, I'll always remember what we had. Kick ass, stay strong. I love you, Lonnie.
Oh my god. Katie, I fell asleep in the attic, in Lonnie and my old spot, and I missed the first 2 calls. I just barely caught the third one before the machine got it. And it was Lonnie, on a payphone. She'd been on the bus to Basic, and she said she couldn't think of anything but me and us, and that she couldn't go through with it, with the army and being apart and all of it. And so she got off the bus in Salem. She said, Sam, I want you to pack up everything you can and get in your car and come find me.
Yikes.
And let's just drive until we find somewhere for us. And she asked me if I could do that. And I said yes. Yes.
These are cute photos, though. And also, I'm glad that her dead body's not up here, but I feel like they're still dead. Like, they crashed their car and they're dead somewhere. Letters to Katie.
Katie, I'm so sorry that I can't be there to see you in person, that I can't tell you all this myself. But I hope as you read this journal and you think back, that you'll understand why I had to do what I did. And that you won't be sad, and you won't hate me, and you'll just know that I am where I need to be. I love you so much, Katie. I'll see you again, someday. Love, Sam.
Damn. That was a good game. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. I screwed myself over a little bit because I didn't look in the greenhouse. But we figured it out, and we got there. That was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we did that. I appreciated this. This was just, I guess I must have got it free on Epic at some point, and I was just going through my Epic games. And I had been planning to play Assassin's Creed today, and then I started to download it, and oh, that's a big download. And so I downloaded this instead. So that was kind of a win, but we got there. That was a lot of fun.